Tonight, we reflect on the life and legacy of a filmmaker whose name became synonymous with the careful, unflinching documentation of American life. Frederick Wiseman, who passed away Monday at the age of 96, was more than a documentarian. He was a historian of institutions, a poet of everyday human behavior, and a master craftsman whose lens captured the subtleties, absurdities, and tragedies of American society. Over a career spanning more than half a century, Wiseman completed over 35 documentaries, each meticulously observed, often several hours in length, revealing truths about schools, hospitals, welfare offices, and beyond. From his controversial breakthrough with Ticket Follies to later masterpieces like At Berkeley, his films examined systems as much as they explored the individuals within them. For audiences, critics, and fellow filmmakers, Wiseman offered not just images, but a lens through which to see the complexity of human experience in structured environments. His death marks the end of an era, yet his influence endures. Born in Boston to a father who was a prominent attorney and a mother who worked in a children's psychiatric ward, Wiseman was immersed in both law and human observation from an early age. He attended elite institutions, including Williams College and Yale Law School, navigating an educational environment that imposed quotas on Jewish students, yet provided him tools he would later turn into cinematic insight. After stints as a court reporter, research associate, and lecturer, and service in the U.S. Army in Paris, he discovered filmmaking through the practical use of a Super 8 camera, capturing street scenes and everyday life. Wiseman's early experiences in legal research and observation gave him a foundation in detail, patience, and objectivity that would define his cinematic style. He entered filmmaking not for fame but for exploration, drawn to subjects untouched by cameras. Whether filming welfare offices, police stations, or military training, he treated his subjects with a clinical attentiveness that revealed their humanity without commentary or narrative imposition. Wiseman's first major project, Ticket Follies, exemplified both his vision and the challenges he would face. Shot in 1967 at Massachusetts Bridgewater State Hospital for the criminally insane, the documentary laid bare the shocking treatment of patients, from humiliation to outright cruelty. The graphic footage shocked audiences, provoked legal battles, and led to decades of restrictions on public screenings. Yet, it also cemented Wiseman's reputation as a filmmaker unafraid to confront uncomfortable truths, blending unvarnished observation with a subtle poetic sensibility. Critics noted his ability to balance empathy with scrutiny, capturing the dignity and vulnerability of individuals within oppressive systems. His style rejected narration, pre-recorded music, or guiding voiceovers, trusting instead that the raw footage, edited with precision, could speak for itself. Wiseman often said he was not a muckraker, insisting that he was neither. He embraced the institution as lens approach, showing how systems shape human behavior and, in turn, how people navigate bureaucracies, rules, and hierarchies. Even in later years, with films like Crazy Horse and Monrovia, Indiana, Wiseman demonstrated the same relentless curiosity, chronicling communities, cultural rituals, and unexpected corners of life. His work combined rigorous methodology with profound sensitivity, leaving a record of social history unmatched in its depth and scope. Wiseman's meticulous approach to filmmaking earned him widespread recognition, culminating in an honorary Academy Award in 2016. Unlike traditional award recipients celebrated for a single performance or project, Wiseman was honored for an entire body of work that reshaped documentary cinema. His films were not only artistic achievements but also cultural archives, chronicling the structures that organize and define American society. Critics and scholars often noted that he blurred the line between documentary and narrative storytelling, crafting scenes that felt staged yet were entirely organic, drawn from observation. Even when tackling seemingly ordinary environments, such as retail stores or government offices, Wiseman found tension, rhythm, and drama in everyday interactions. Audiences were drawn into the subtleties of human behavior, observing gestures, hesitations, and conversations that might otherwise go unnoticed. His legacy was not in sensationalism but in revelation, showing the extraordinary within the ordinary, the poetry embedded in institutional life. The legal battles surrounding Ticket Follies only underscored the impact of Wiseman's work. Massachusetts authorities, disturbed by the exposure of inmate treatment, restricted screenings for over 2 decades. It was only in the 1990s that the court fully lifted restrictions, acknowledging both the artistic and historical significance of the documentary. Wiseman's determination to persist despite these barriers reflects the courage and conviction that defined his career. He believed that film could function as a mirror, reflecting both the beauty and flaws of society. Over time, his documentaries gained recognition not merely as social commentary but as intricate studies of human psychology, hierarchy, and adaptation. Viewers were invited to interpret and question, rather than be guided by an overt narrative voice. In an era dominated by fast cuts, dramatic scoring, and overt manipulation, Wiseman's commitment to observational patience stood out, earning him a unique place in cinematic history. Even in his later years, Wiseman remained active, continuing to explore new subjects and settings with the same intensity he had in his 30s. Films like At Berkeley, a 4.5-hour immersion into university life, and Monrovia, Indiana, capturing the struggles and resilience of a small town, demonstrated his enduring curiosity. He also ventured into theater, directing plays and even adapting Welfare into an opera. This multidisciplinary approach reflected his deep engagement with storytelling, observation, and interpretation. Wiseman's approach to subjects was never exploitative. He sought to reveal complexity without judgment. In interviews, he frequently emphasized the importance of balance, documenting cruelty or indifference while equally capturing kindness, civility, and generosity. His work revealed the full spectrum of human experience, leaving audiences with a richer, more nuanced understanding of social structures and the people within them. Frederick Wiseman's personal life was intertwined with his professional vision. His wife, Zipporah, whom he honored by naming his production company after, was a key collaborator and supporter, and their 2 children witnessed the careful, relentless work ethic that defined his career. Wiseman credited much of his observational skill to his upbringing and early life experiences. His mother's storytelling, his work in law and research, and his military service in Paris all contributed to his distinctive eye for detail. He approached each subject with preparation and respect, often spending months in the field without interference or interruption, capturing the natural rhythm of life in schools, hospitals, and communities. His films were long, patient, and immersive, demanding commitment from audiences but offering unparalleled insight in return. Wiseman's work was both documentary and meditation, a unique fusion that made him not just a filmmaker but a chronicler of humanity itself. As we look back on Frederick Wiseman's extraordinary life, it is clear that his influence extends far beyond cinema. He transformed the documentary from simple reportage into a nuanced, immersive art form capable of capturing the essence of American institutions and the people who navigate them. His death at 96 marks the end of a remarkable era, but the wealth of films he leaves behind ensures that generations of viewers, students, and filmmakers will continue to learn from his insight, precision, and humanity. Wiseman's legacy is a testament to the power of observation, the richness of the everyday, and the potential of cinema to illuminate the structures that shape our lives. From Ticket Follies to his final projects, Frederick Wiseman's work remains a profound, enduring reflection of American society, a cinematic archive and a reminder that careful, patient attention to life itself can be a revolutionary act.